Students, welcome to online classes. Today I'm going to explain some problems based on morality. So already we have explained yesterday some problems and some concepts. Right. Today, this is related to molarity formula. But we yesterday done calculation of molarity. But today we have to calculate the weight of solute. Right. So here see, calculate the amount of benzoic acid. So formula is C6H5COOH required for preparing 250 ml of 0.15 molar solution in methanol. This is the problem. So how to calculate this one? So here first you have to write a note, that is the amount of benzoic acid required. Amount of benzoic acid required means what? You have to calculate the weight of benzoic acid. Now weight of solute. Here solute is what? C6H5COOH, benzoic acid. We don't know. So this is question mark. And second one is volume of, molecular weight of solute, that is C6H5COOH is equal to 122 grams into mole inverse. Gram into mole inverse or grams per mole. Grams per mole. So generally benzoic acid formula C6H5COOH. Here how many carbons? Here 6, here 1, 7 into 12. And here how many hydrogens? 5. Molecular weight is 1. 5 into 1. Here oxygen how many? 2. Plus and here have like 2 into 16. By adding all, we got 122. That is grams per mole. Right. Next, volume of solution. Volume of solution, how much? 250 ml. Here solution is, volume of solution is ml. Just you have to take that is ml related to molarity formula. Right. So that is molarity is equal to what formula? Weight of solute, that is weight by gram molecular weight of solute into 1000 by V in volume in ml. Isn't it? Now what we calculate weight of solute? Now we have to calculate this one. So now we can written as weight of solute is equal to, we can written as what? Molarity into gram molecular weight of solute into volume in ml by 1000. By 1000. Now substitute all related values. Here weight of solute is equal to, molarity is how much? Here is given no 0.15 molarity. Capital M is what? Molar, that is indicates. So molarity is 0.15 into gram molecular weight is 122 and volume is how much? Is given no 250 ml. 250 by how much? 1000. So, right, here 251 ja, 254 ja, and 22 ja, 26 ja, 221 ja. Right, now we can written as 0.15 into 61 by 2. Now, 0.15, 61 is how much? 9.15. 9.15 by 2. Now we can simplify this one. Finally got 4.575. 4.75. 4.75. 0.575. That is moles per liter inverse. So now weight of solute is equal to how much? 4.575 grams. Now we have to calculate the weight now, that is grams. So this is the calculation. How to calculate weight means first you have to write some values here, and you have to write formula and you substitute all these values. Now you have to calculate weight now. That is why you have to write units here, grams. If it is molarity means that is you have to write moles per liter or mole into liter inverse. Okay. Now it is weight, so you have to write in grams only. Now weight of the solute is 4.57 grams. Isn't it? So very easy problem, but very important problem. This is, so that is calculate of weight based on molarity. Right. So you one more problem. So this is another model problem. Calculate the mass of the urea required to prepare 2.5 kg of 0.2 molar aqueous solution. This is another problem. Right. So now in this problem 2.5 kgs are converted into grams. So it is grams. 2.5 kgs means 1000 means what? 2500 grams. This value. So calculate the mass of the urea. We don't know mass of the urea. So how to calculate mass of the urea means that is, now consider let number of moles of urea is considered n. Right. So mass here, see why we calculate means here required to prepare 0.5 kg of the 0.25 molar aqueous solution is there. Solution is there. So that is why you have to calculate urea means how much percentage of weight urea is present, you don't know. So that is why let the number of moles of urea is considered n. Mass of the urea, now that is equal to number of moles into molar mass of solute. Molar mass of solute. Here solute means urea. Number of moles here n. Molar mass of solute is equal to 60. So this one weight is urea weight is 60 grams. 60 grams. Now that is what 60 n grams. Mass of urea is 60 n grams. So solution means what? Solute plus solvent. Now we have to calculate the mass of solvent also. Urea you know. Now mass of solvent means what? In water. How much? That water, that is 2.5 kg. How much of solution? That is 2.5 kg. That means what? 2500 grams. From this we have to subtract that is mass of urea. Then that is indicates what? Mass of solvent. Now 2500 grams of solution. That is what? 2500 minus 60 n grams. That is what? Mass of solvent. Initially, that is what? Here 1000 grams of water solution, they contain 0.25 number of moles of urea. Then this much amount 2500 means solvent is how much? Means solvent is containing how many moles? That is considered n. You don't know n value. So you have to cross multiply here. So cross multiply means what? Here 1000 into n, 1000 n. Here 2500 minus 16 n into 0.25. That is. Now this one is multiplied with this 2. Now we got this one. N terms are keep one side. Now we got this is what? N is equal to 625 by 1160. Now n value is we know, that is n is equal to 0.6151. But what we calculate mass of the urea. Now, initially wrote no, mass of the urea is equal to n into 60 now. So, n into 60. N into 60. N value now 0.15, 0.6151. That is 0.6151 into 60. That is 6.90 grams. This is mass of urea required. So this is somewhat complicated, but directly you have to do. But this is the correct method. So another model is there, but value is final value is somewhat different. But this is the NCERT textbook problem. So that is why we have to follow this method only. So this is problems, right? So next one is mole fraction and normality, formalities, three other concentrations expression methods are there. So that one. So next one is mole fraction. Mole fraction. So here molarity, relation between molarity and molarity is completed. Now next one is mole fraction. Mole fraction. So how to define mole fraction means, for example, consider this is a solution, right? Solution is containing A and B components. A and B components. A is one component and B is another component. A component is containing Na moles. Number of moles are how much? Na. Here B is containing Nb moles. Means A and B are two components. They containing Na moles. Number of moles are indicates what? N. This is mole fraction. It is denoted by chi. CHI. Okay, chi. That is. So Na is the number of moles of A, here Nb is number of moles of B. So what is the definition for mole fraction? The ratio of the number of moles of one component, either A or B, and number of moles of the total components. So that is what X, for example, now mole fraction of A. Mole fraction of A is equal to what I said, number of moles of one component. So that is number of moles of, we consider A is the one component, that is Na, by the ratio of number of moles of any one component and number of moles of total components. Here how many total components? 2 no, that is Na plus Nb. This is called mole fraction. The ratio of number of moles of one component and number of moles of total component. For Xb you can written as what? Number of moles of one component, that is B, and total components what? Na plus Nb. So this is called what? Mole fraction. Okay. Now we have to write what is definition for mole fraction. So mole fraction is defined as, that is the ratio of number of moles of one component and total number of moles of all components in a solution is called mole fraction. is called what? Mole fraction. So here consider, so now it is denoted by, that is chi, chi, denoted by chi. So here x means chi is equal to number of moles of one component by number of moles of all components. For example, let's consider A and B are two components. Their number of moles are Na and Nb. Then mole fraction of A. So A you can written as, that is you can written as what? XA means chi A is equal, both are same. Mole fraction of A means mole fraction is denoted by chi, and A is equal to, that is the ratio of number of moles of one component. It is respect to A. Now we can written as what? Na by a total how many components? Two components A and B. So number of moles are what? Na plus Nb. This is with respect to A. Then chi B, mole fraction of B is equal to what? Nb by Na plus Nb. Na plus Nb. But Na is how to calculate? Weight of A and molecular weight of A. So now here Na is equal to weight of A by weight of molecular weight of A. Nb, that is weight of B and molecular weight of B. So then only you have to first you have to calculate Na and Nb. Okay. Then you have to calculate chi A, Xa. Right. So now the sum of the mole fraction of the all components is equal to unity. So in a solution, the sum of the mole fraction of all components is unity. Unity means what? 1. That means what? Here how many components? Two components now. So Xa plus Xb means chi A plus chi B is equal to 1. The number of means the sum of the mole fraction of A and B are on. If three components is there, means the sum of the three components mole fraction is equal to 1, means unity. From this, Xa you can written as what? 1 minus Xb. Here Xb you can written as what? 1 minus Xa. So these are the two formulas. If you know mole fraction of one component, automatically you can calculate another one. So for mole fraction, it has no units. It has no units. This is mole fraction. So mole fraction means what? The ratio of number of moles of one component and the number of moles of total components in a solution. So it is denoted by chi. So now based on definition you have to write formula. And the solution is containing consider two components A and B. Number of moles of A component is Na and B component is Nb. Okay. So for mole fraction of A, that is number of moles of the ratio of number of moles of A and total components. This Na upon Na plus Nb. For Nb upon Na plus Nb. So that is how to calculate Na. For Nb means what? Weight of B and molecular weight of B. So in a solution, the sum of the mole fraction of all component is equal to unity, means 1. So Xa plus Xb is equal to 1. For calculate Xa means 1 minus Xb. For Xb means n minus Xa. It has no units. This is mole fraction. And next one is normality. What is normality? Right, see. So next one is normality. How to define normality? So normality is same as molarity, but instead of number of moles, you have to take number of gram equivalents. So in molarity, how we are defined? The number of moles of solute present in 1 liter of solution or 1000 ml of solution. But here, coming to normality, so how to define means the number of gram equivalents present in 1 liter or 1000 ml of solution. Right. Now it is denoted with N, denoted by capital N. So units are gram equivalents per liter. According to definition, you have to write units. So now normality N is equal to number of gram equivalent upon volume of the solution. Now gram equivalents is equal to weight of solute upon gram equivalent weight. E means what? Equivalent weight. So generally GMW means gram molecular weight. But GEW means gram equivalent weight. Gram molecular weight you have to use in molarity, whereas gram equivalent weight used in normality. That is different. So remaining part is same. So here number of normality. So now gram equivalent is equal to weight of solute by gram equivalent weight. Now we have to write the direct formula. Normality is equal to weight of solute by gram equivalent weight of the solute. Here acid, then acid means you have to write acid. Base means base means how to calculate gram equivalent weight. Well, explain later. Now weight of solute by gram equivalent weight of solute into 1 by V in liters. Instead of 1,000, instead of 1 we have to take 1000 means now we have changed to ml. Same as molarity. Now, how to calculate gram equivalent weight? Gram equivalent weight is changes to compound to compound. For acid, there is a one type of calculation. For base, one type, and salts, there is a one type of calculation. And oxidizing, reducing agent, there is a one type, another type of calculation. Now, how to calculate gram equivalent weight of acid? E means what? Gram equivalent weight of acid is equal to weight, molecular weight of acid and basicity. So what is basicity means? The number of replaceable hydrogen ions in acid. Acid means obviously they containing hydrogen ions. So how many hydrogen ions replaceable? That is indicates what? Basicity. For example, if you take EHCl means gram equivalent weight of HCl. HCl means this is acid now. The weight of acid, molecular weight of acid you have to take. Right. Molecular weight is how you have to calculate molecular weight. Right. So here how to calculate molecular weight I will explain. See here, for example, HNO3, nitric acid. Nitric acid molecular weight 63. By here, how many hydrogen ions displace HNO3? It gives what? H plus plus NO3 minus. Here, how many hydrogens can replaceable? 1. Now, 1 number of 1 is equal to what here? Basicity of acid. So 63 by 1 means 63. So this is gram equivalent weight of acid. For example, H2SO4. H2SO4, how many hydrogens can replaceable? 2. So H2SO4, it gives what? H plus HSO4 minus. Again, HSO4 minus, it gives what? H plus SO4 minus 2. Here, how many hydrogens can replaceable? 2. So weight of sulfuric acid 98 by 2 is equal to 49. Means 49 indicates what? Gram equivalent weight of H2SO4. That is, next one, this is calculation of gram equivalent weight for acid. Now to calculate gram equivalent weight for base. So gram equivalent weight for base is equal to E base is equal to molecular weight of base by acidity. Acidity means what? Number of hydroxyl group. Now it is base now. Base is always containing OH group. So number of hydroxyl groups replaceable in base solution. For example, ENaOH. Now it is a base. Here how many OH groups are present? Means 1. So one group is replaceable. So weight of base, that is molecular weight of base, that is 40. By how many OH group replaceable? 1. So 40 by 1 means 40. That is gram equivalent weight of NaOH is 40. Next, KOH 56 by 1. Now coming to E, equivalent gram equivalent weight of CaOH twice. Here how many OH group can replaceable? 2. Ca plus 2, 2 OH minus means 2. So the weight of CaOH twice is 74 by 2, that is 37. BaOH 171 by 2, that is 85 by 5. This is gram equivalent weight in acids and base. Now how to calculate in salts and oxidation and reducing agents. In salts, same. So the weight of salt by number of that is cations or anions. That is you have to write. So I will explain now. See. So next one, gram equivalent weight in salts. So how to calculate gram equivalent weight in salts? So E salts means gram equivalent weight of salt. E is equal to formula weight. Formula weight means the formula of salt weight. For example, NaCl is a salt. For example, NaCl is a salt. The NaCl weight, that is called formula weight. So NaCl is weight. The formula NaCl is weight how much? That is 58.5. By total charging cations or anions, you have to write either one, either cation or anion. Now Na is converting to what? Na plus Cl minus. One cation and one anion is present. Now you have to write either cation or anion. So if you take cation, means charge is how much? 1. So 58.5 by 1. Either anion, that is 1. Salt means they containing equal charge. That is, you have to take either cation, anion. Weight of the salt by charge is equal to this one. CaCl2. Molecular weight is 111. Ca plus 2 plus 2Cl minus 2 into minus 2 plus 2. That is what 50.5. So this is calculation of gram equivalent weight in salt. So weight of the salt by charge. Next, gram equivalent weight in oxidizing and reducing agents. Oxidizing and reducing agent means this type of reactions occurs based on transfer of electrons. For example, weight of the oxidizing or reducing agent and charge change in oxidation state. For example, KMnO4 you have to take potassium permanganate. So that weight is 158. So here KMnO4 is undergoes oxidation, gives Mn plus 2. Here Mn is plus 7 oxidation state. Here Mn plus is 2 oxidation plus 2. What is the changes plus 7 to plus 2? That is what? Difference is how much? Plus 5. So how many electrons it can transfer? 5. So 158 by 5. Number of electrons are change, transfer. That is you have to take. MnO4 minus means oxidation state of Mn here 7. So Mn plus 2 means here they has what? Plus 2. What is the difference here? Plus 7 plus 2 plus 5. So that is plus 5 electrons are transferred here. So weight of the MnO4 by 5. Same as FeSO4. FeSO4 weight is 152. Here Fe plus 2 is converted to plus 3. What is the charge difference here? Here plus 2 plus 3 how much? That is plus 1. So 152 by 1. So this is calculation gram equivalent weight in oxidation and reducing agent. Next one, relation between molarity and normality. Molarity into molecular weight, normality into equivalent weight. Already told you. So molecular weight is used in molarity, whereas equivalent weight is used in normality. That is molarity to molecular weight, normality to equivalent weight. Gram molecular weight is equal to n into gram equivalent weight. So here n indicates n factor, that is called what? N is a factor, n factor. That is, n factor means what? Instead of n, you have to write valency for a base acidity, for acid basicity. The oxidizing substance you have to write electrons. Instead of n, you have to use any one based on the given components. So these are the this is about the normality. Next one, last one is formality. What is formality means? The number of moles of gram, that is gram formula mass of solute. Mostly this is used for salts mostly. So that is number of gram formula mass of the solute dissolved in 1 liter of solution. So formality is denoted with F, that is number of gram formula of the solute by volume of the solution. So this is about formality. So these are the that is parameter to express the concentration of the solutions. Methods to express the concentration of the solutions. Okay. So finish. Mole fraction also is completed. So based on mole fraction, there is problems. 1 or 2 problems are there. I will explain next class. And next class is same solution, solubility. Okay. These are the somewhat problematic. Okay. Right. Thank you.